Okay, shut these guys up now.
Alrighty, guys, should we get started? We're going to come up with top feet, now you're on the floor. A little bit closer to you. We're going to do very, very today. All right. So that would be a lot of mobility, stretching type of work. So we're going to start at the back of our mat. Ready our toes. So have it down at your feet and make sure your ankles, your knees and your hips, I don't mean outside of the hips, your hip bones are all lined up. Lifting your head, we're going to inhale, open the arms, we're going to exhale, lift our arms up towards the sky. Interlacing your fingers at the top, turning your palms, taking a full body stretch up, we reach. We're going to take a breath in, exhale, lengthen one more time, and then open the arms backwards. As we do so, stop in the knees and dive forward with a flat back, as far as you can go, and then soften the spine as you melt down towards your thighs, bringing your fingertips down towards the floor. Just stay here for a few moments. So you start with a soft knee, and then just feel your lower back, allowing that a little bit more give. Bending the knees enough just to gently rest your hands to the floor. And then just gently extend those legs a little bit more. So then get a stretch into your hamstrings as well as your lower back. Let your chin just drop towards your chest and your neck is relaxed. We're going to take a deep breath in, scoop the belly in, and we're going to stack the spine. So we're going to stay soft in the spine. Imagine just stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Rolling slowly up with the chin still relaxed to the chest. And then you gently lift it up at the very top and we shoulder roll to reset the spine. Open your palms, inhaling, exhale, raise your arms up. Interlacing the fingers, pushing your arms away. Soften the knees this time and then gently tilt over to one side, stretch down to one side. Squeezing the button, stabilize and lengthening out through the arms. Inhale, center, extend the legs, reach up. Exhale, soften the knees, go over to the other side. And just find your breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling and lengthening. Squeeze the back, squeeze the out. And then inhale, we come up, exhale, open the arms, soften the knees, dive forward again. As soon as you feel that softening of the spine, melt down, bringing the hands forward, fingertips to the floor. Taking a deep breath in here, extend those legs a little bit more. Melting the chest a little bit further, drop the chin to the chest. Squeezing the belly, stuff the belly in, let's stack that spine, one by one. Make it slow. Lifting the chin at the top, we take a shoulder roll. We raise the arms up again. We take hold of those fingers again. We turn the palms up and we reach and we stretch. Now squeeze your butt, push your hips forward, and then do a very gentle back bend. So your buttocks and thighs, your lower back taking no pressure. Lift the chest, lift up. And then inhale, exhale, we dive again. Lengthen the spine, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then softly drop everything to the floor. Fingertips down to the ground, and extend and bend those legs, getting a little bit more active through the hamstrings. Just bending and lengthening, bending and lengthening. And we're going to take our hands for a little walk forward on the mat. Bringing ourselves forward into a plank. So just pause in your plank. You're not going to be here for long. So wake up forward a little bit more. So by that, we want to feel your weight pushing back into your heel and straighten the knee. Imagine putting your kneecap up from the knee and then squeeze your butt, stop in the shoulder blade, lengthen your eye gaze a little bit more. And then we're going to soften the knee, lift our bottoms up to the sky, coming to downward facing dog. So your downward facing dog is soft knees. If you need to walk your hands in slightly, do. And I want you to think about lifting your bottom to the sky, lengthening out through the spine, dropping the chest between your shoulders, strong in those arms, and then try and press your heels to the ground. So I want you to imagine your coccyx is the point of a triangle. So you're trying to get that beautiful position through the body. Feeling the stretch down your calves as you push your heels to the floor. Keep those kneecaps active. Melt your chest a little bit further between the arms. Scooping the belly in. We're going to roll our bodies forward again. Coming into a plank with our weight a little bit further forward this time. Your shoulders are going beyond the wrists. Coming a little bit more to tiptoe. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your butt. And pause here. Two long, deep breaths. Strong in the arms, soften the shoulder blades. And then the belly in, back up. Softening your knees again. So your bottom wrist high to the sky. And then pressing your heels to the floor to get that stretch. Melting the chest. Keep being active. Your breath allows you to go deeper into it. Get those heels flat down to the ground. Stretch the backs of those legs. And we're coming forward again. Pausing in that plank. Your option is always to come down to a knee if it's feeling a little bit too much. Squeeze everything in tight. Two more breaths. And make sure you haven't collapsed your hips. Also, make sure you're not lifting your hips too high. We inhale, soften the knees. Lift our hips up. My phone is making an emergency phone call. And push your bottom in the air, left spine and heels to the ground. Make it a strong stretch. Breathe. Every time you move into this position, you'll be able to get your heels a little bit closer, arms beautifully extended. And then we roll forward one more time. Be strong in the arms, push the floor away. Squeeze back, squeeze the abs. Roll forward onto the tips of the toes, see if you can make it a little bit harder. Up to you. If you don't want to, drop your knees. 10 more seconds here. Breathe. And then we can come these down, take them wide, slide to child's pose, keeping your arms pressed where they are. Reaching the fingers, lengthening those arms and melting your head and chest down and pinning your bottoms down into your heels as far as you'll go. Start to feel the heat rising in your body. We're going to add a little bit of upper body work into this now. Bring your arms a little bit closer together. And then slide your knees a tiny little bit closer together. Our starting point is here. And as you push up from your heels, we're all going to roll the spine. We're all going to take our eye gaze forward. Our bottoms are going to stay in the air. And our elbows are going to bend. You're not going to go too far. You're going to push all the way back up. And push back into your heels. Lengthen the arms. Inhale, curve the spine, scoop it in, scoop, 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 straighten out through the upper body and bend those elbows. Driving your elbows into the rib cage, pushing all the way back up. Curving that spine, releasing back. And just take it as far as you can. So we're going to go with a little mini bend. Just do a little mini bend in the elbows. As long as those triceps are active, you go as far as you like. Now we're only doing one more for now. We're going to lift back up. Everything's going in forwards. Bend the elbow. Push it back up. Curve the spine. Sink it back. So we're coming to here. We're going to lift our eye gaze forwards. We're going to roll up one more time. We're all going to bend our elbows. We're going to pause and hold. So if you're not as deep as that, that's fine. You might be almost at a hover. You might be up here, just pausing. Now scoop the belly in. 8, 7, 6. Shoulders back. 4, 3, 2. Push it up. Bring it back. Relax back into child's pose. Take a couple of breaths, lift up one more time, curving that spine, bend the elbows, and controllably drop yourself all the way down to the ground. Bringing your arms out in front of you. So our legs are very close together, pointed toes, We're gonna lift our upper body off the floor, open the arms, swing them out, and then press our shoulder blades towards the sky. So the palms face down, and then we turn our palms, we bring our arms back, and we lower down. So our little fingers are on the ground, we lift, we open, palms down, squeeze shoulder blades and lift higher. Release it off, turn your palms forward, bring them back together again, and drop it down. So we lift in the inhale, out for 2, squeeze up for 3, release it for 4, turn the palms, bring it forward, and release for 6. So up, open, get that chest up high. Squeeze. So when you put the arms right, okay, you see it happens quite a lot. Very easy to come to here and just go like that. Try and stay in line with your shoulders, and that will challenge walking up that muscle a lot more. Down here, that's a lot easier. You want to be in line with those shoulders, back in and down. Okay, let's do one more together. So fingertips, little fingers on the ground. We lift up, we open, palms down, press up, hold. Now lift and lengthen that chest, squeeze your butt, keep your feet down, squeeze your shoulder blades up and arms higher, hold it, 5, lift them up, 3, 2, turn the palms forward, come all the way forward, and rest them underneath your head. Take a breather, let your shoulders drop to the floor. Whilst you're there, bring your legs closer together. We're going to let the upper body rest. We're going to draw the abs in. We're going to lift our legs up to a little hover. We're going to open those legs out to a wide V. Your option here, if you can, bring your legs back together, crossing your foot over the back of the heel, then lengthening out, opening out to that V again, and then crossing the other side. My body hates this, I really love it. If it's not for you, squeeze the legs together instead, touching the feet, and then open back out wide. So your butt is really, really far up. So as you squeeze your legs together, push your foot over the back of the other heel, and then open back out and then swap to the other side. With your legs up straight as they will go on one side. So this exercise is about legs rather than fight. So I'd rather you've got extra swing, the legs quite low, but pushed away from your body rather than higher on the floor. You want to feel your butt thrown into the bottom and relax your body. When losing pain for another couple of weeks, you can say, it's a really satisfying exercise. And we can do the everything else. And she's back for more. It's the same thing. Okay, let's do 2 more squeezes. Come on, big opening of those legs. Your weaker leg, it won't go as wide as the stronger leg. Push it open. And then bring those legs wide to a V. See if you can now lengthen out a little bit more, squeeze up a little bit more, and can do some little alternative side presses, which is a little bit weird. Not the most comfortable position on your pelvis. Little presses, 8, 7, 6, everybody back off the floor. 3, 2, bring them together. And release them. And roll over hip fibers. Okay, bring those hands around. Tuck your toes under. Lift your bottom off the floor. So I lift my abs away from the ground. And then see if you can use those triceps to lift the chest. Curve the spine and very gently, very slowly, bring it to a child's pose. This time with your elbows relaxed to the floor, so there's no pressure on the shoulders. It was a very strong back extension. Going from a strong extension into this flex of relaxing, you have to allow your spine to slowly go into it. If you go too quickly, sometimes you can do a little bit of damage. All right, so we're going to take it a little bit more back into yoga again. We're going to bring our bodies up, tuck the toes, and then back into that downward facing dog again. So set yourself up, bend the knees, always a good place to start. Lovely soft knee, lift the hips and melt your head and chest down. If I gaze to your toes, and then pin your heels as far as they will go without changing your spine position. We're going to raise our left leg up off the floor, keeping our hip bones facing forward. Just squeeze and lengthen that left butt cheek. We're going to look forward and we're going to roll forward onto the tips of our toes and just simply bring the knee to a hover between your thumbs. You come into a plank and then you push all the way back up to the sky. Your right leg stays straight the whole time. Rolling forward, coming all the way back up again. So you're constantly feeling that lovely calf stretch. If this isn't for you, just drop the foot, roll forward with both feet on the ground like we did earlier. And once you've lifted up, then raise your leg again, stretch it up. Slowly, controlled, gracefully, core on. Right, so we're doing 2 more of these. You know me, we're just going to hold that last one forward if you can, or stay in a plank position. So pull the knee in, pause. See if you can squeeze your thigh further towards your chest. Hold it, be strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop into pigeon. It keeps my wrists pushing button. So just lift and lengthen up. Drop your hips down as you walk your hands in, and pull your shoulders over back and lift the chest. Bend your back leg. Take your right hand back foot. Try and get the inside of your foot hand, so you're under my thumb on my feet. Drive the feet towards the bottom, have bend the elbow, and then turn your whole body back towards me. So you're trying to rotate. If you're quite flexible, you might be able to slide your hand over the foot, put it in there. Then drop lower into your stretch. If you want. You can let go of the back and then if you like, but you want to get a good foot stretch. So you just bring your front of it. I think it's there. Okay, you can release that back leg and let's find that pigeon and just relax down into it. So what you want to try and do here is get straight from the left up. And if you need to hit that right, float down into the bottom and stretch there. Okay, that might just be better for you. Or stay upright and just work as deep as you can in that position. Right, bring yourself up with your hands. Tuck your toes under. Slide that leg back out. Drop down onto your knees. And we're going to come over onto our right side. And we're going to work the left leg. So I'm going to turn my back to you for now. And we're going to do, we haven't done these stuff on our side for so long. So your left leg is your top leg. Your right leg is your relaxing leg at the moment. Bend your lower knee forward to a 90-degree angle, so it's a stable ground, and then that left leg hovers. We're going to take this leg, lift it forward slightly, up into the air, creating a figure of 8, coming through the center, dropping down towards the floor and just drawing the number 8 with that leg. So you need to do a little bit of buttock squeeze to get that leg back. And then a tiny bit of forward flexion to bring that leg forward. So it's more about height, this one. And try and keep your hips absolutely still. So there's no wobbling through the hips, purely in the muscle. So what I want to see, your legs very slightly going behind your hip. So your figure of 8 comes back with a bit more behind you rather than forward. Forward motion is a bit into. So it's all about a little bit of coordination. Do one more figure of 8 and then change your direction. See if you can start to make it a little bit higher. Give me 4 more. Come on, get them a little bit higher if you can for your last couple of repetitions. So when you've done that last one, the leg stays hovered, and then flex your foot as if you're pushing the flat sole of your foot away from you. Swing that leg forward in front of your hip bone, lift it up, drop it back, swing it all the way back behind. Flex your foot forward, lift it up high to the sky, drop it back to hip height, point the toe, bring that leg all the way back. Squeeze it back. And make sure that leg comes. So don't lift that leg until you see the toe with your head. Then lift it up. Now, make the core on tight so that you stabilise when you're on the pelvis. Make sure you're not wobbling. As you pull that leg back, so true forward, I just keep secure non-tight areas. Right, one more of these, one more support one. The leg ends up back covered where it was. We're all going to stop in the centre. We're all going to flex our foot again, pushing the sole of the foot away. We're all going to come forward in front of our hip bone. Turn the toes up, push the heels down, press up and down. Up and down, big movements right in front of those hip bones. Squeeze in the belly. 8, 7, as high as you can go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lift it up, swing it back. Bend the knees and drop them together. Bash the buttock, rub it, give it a bit of a freedom. It just had a little stretch, so it should be loosened up a little bit. Now, I just want you to just do a little bit of a challenge whilst you're in this position. You can stay with your knees stacked and take your left arm up to the sky and open it up into the spinal twist. So it doesn't matter where the arm goes, keep the knees together. If you want to challenge yourself, you can take that left leg, tuck it under your right leg, so you've crossed your legs, and then go deeper into the stretch. It depends how your lower back feels. And just let that left buttock go. Relax it. It will feel like it's doing something still, but it's not. Front feet. Now we're going to work a little bit into the abs and the obliques from here. Uncross your legs, bring that arm back over. Your right arm is going to be out in front of you. I know you can't see me very well. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to roll onto your right buttock. You're going to pull your knees in, hold onto your legs. And I'm now on my right elbow. So the little triangle underneath here, so you're not leaning down. Pull your chest out of your shoulder. And then extend your legs and reach your arm up. So from here, pull the knees in, touch the heels, push the legs away, reach the arm away. So we're squeezing in, we're working the top obliques, we're working the abs. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can float down onto your right shoulder as you lengthen your arm, and then push yourself up onto that elbow to pull yourself back in, if you want to. You just get a little bit more abdominal work doing that. So lengthen, squeeze. If you want more of a challenge, some of you might want to. Legs straight, reach up to the toes. Drop it down, hobble the legs. Squeeze it up. And down. Whatever you're doing, move your body. All right, what are you laughing? Right, 8 more. Let's do it. Come on. Squeeze up. And down. And up. Fire up those abs. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, tuck it in. 4 more. Come on, move those bodies a little bit more. Squeeze those thighs right up towards your chest. One more. And then release. Roll it up. Come up onto your elbows. Stay with your knees tucked. Slide your knees back a little bit, and everybody come up into a half plank, raising the arms. So make sure the elbows underneath the shoulders, the knees are stacked. Squeeze the butt, push your hips forward, lean back a little bit and look up towards that hand. You can stay here and just pulse your hips up and down, working the other oblique. If you want more of a challenge, take that leg and keep hip pressing. The legs stay stable, the hips press up and down. Or you can slide that back leg into a full plank and press up and down there. Wherever you are, breathe, squeeze, and work hard. 10, 9, press that right button up towards the sky. Keep going. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. And release. Just slide yourself over, taking a child pose with really wide knees. And stretch the arms wide. Melt the head and chest down. Back. Stretch. This is a roll. Suddenly the balance just won't sink. Okay, bring yourself up onto your hands and knees. Let's take a little cat stretch as well. Roll up through the back. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Keep your knees really bent. And let's lengthen the spine again. So back into that downward facing dog. Once you've got that beautiful extension of the spine, you've dropped your chest as low as it will go. Push your heels into the floor. Just remember your options from last time. When you're ready, you're going to lift the right leg up to the sky, but only keeping the hips square. Just think about the length, squeeze the butt. And then we roll onto the tips of the toes and that left foot. So we roll our bodies forward, between our knee, between our thumbs, lengthening the spine. And then we push all the way back up again. And if this is too much for you, just lower the toe as you come forward and do it 2 feet on the ground. And then once you've lifted your hips back up, the leg can come up too. Roll it forward, sink the hips. So your left leg are dead straight the whole time because you're still working in the flexibility of your hamstring. So look going on. Allow your shoulders to roll. Allow your tummy to fire up a little bit more. Keep it slow. Keep it controlled. We're going 4. It's like that. 3. 2. Okay, let's all lift that leg up. One more time at the top. Pause. Look forward. Float forward. And then hold the knee there. If you can drop it if you need to rest. Use your abs to pull the thigh up towards your chest. I go forward, 5, 4, 3, 2. So get the knee over to the right wrist, get the foot far over to the left wrist, slide your left leg back and stay tall with the spine. We're going to loosen up our right foot. So your right foot goes over the left hip bone. Those people get foot cramp, like the arch foot. If you can, bend that back leg, swing the arm around and catch the inside of the foot. Pull the heel in, turn your body towards the front. Go as deep as you can into the quad stretch. If you really don't like it, you don't have to do it, but it is quite good, especially if you're running. I love it. Really. A lot of discomfort. You can hold on to this leg, slide down to your elbows if you wish. You don't have to use every hand. Just try and hold this leg for a few more moments. Once you've done that, those few more moments, you can rest down into the stretch. Really work on that right buttock. You can lengthen, you can drop to the floor, slide that left leg a little bit further back. If it's not you, fall into the right buttock and work more in this position. So just take a couple more moments, enjoy that stretch if you are enjoying it. We're going to bring ourselves back up into our hands, taking the toes under, lifting that leg into a plank. Drop down to elbows. You can stay here and hold plank. You can drop your knees down, or you can take your legs for a little walk. And if you do take your legs for a little walk, please don't wobble through those hips. Squeeze the butt to lift, squeeze the butt to lift. You want to challenge it, take it more out to the side. We're going for 10, 9, 8, 7. Strong in those arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the body down. Come over to the left side. Okay, we're going to leg, back nice breathe, float the top leg up, so it's just good that. So if we bring this leg up, we just want to do everything is toes, see more of the leg, now flex the foot, no, don't flex the foot, keep the foot over. Bring that leg up into the edge, make a little bit of a raise, bring it down to the center, down to the opposite leg. Make it as high as you can. Having your right hand resting in front of you is good support. You feel it. Remember, you don't want to take that leg too far forward. It's more about squeezing behind you. That leg, it's quite skinny in your way. But not too big. Reverse this and this. Stable. One side. Take 3 more. And you can go. Don't speed it up. Slowly. When we've done that last one, we pull our hip right. We flex the foot. So as you push the heel away, the leg, back on. You take that leg forward, front up. Then it's up towards the side. You move back. Hip right in front of the times. Let's put it forward. Back. With the toe. Back. Legs up in front of you. Very softly, toe your toes up and heel down. And it's like that. Okay, then, one more time. Okay, let's try it again. Let's go forward for our last 2 reps. Bring it forward. Forward. Use your core. You're going to pop it. Now, over the swing, that leg forward. Again, one more time. Forward the middle. Inhale, leg forward. Exhale, turn the toes up and look down and bring it up and down. That right button up and down. Come on, let's do it. Bring it up. Keep it down. Other way to it. There we go. Next. 7. Slow it down, guys. Hold these big breaths back to the side. 5, 3, 2. Keep the knees stacked for now, and then see if you can get the shoulder blade as close to the ground as possible. You can take that leg underneath, so you can twist it onto wide the legs and go that way. The way it is on it. Some people do it. So I take my right leg underneath my left and part. So so make sure you do this little twist. The right leg goes underneath the left, not the other way around. Anyway, whatever. Let's take the arm up. Yeah. I'm just going to again. Slide onto your left elbow and roll onto your left buttock. Grab your knees up into your chest and you kind of position yourself, set yourself up. And then lift your toes, you're bringing your shoulder. Then you're going to extend your legs away, and your arm is going to reach back and apart. Then you're going to bend your knees and touch your top heel. You pull your thigh back in and lengthen away. In and out. If you wish, put all the way down, like the shoulder, push all the way back up, touching the heel. How can I help you? But they're bum. Mine's quite well off, I think it's in the road. So you kind of push away, you let the legs away from you, and you squeeze them back in, you need to be pulled back in towards your head. If you want to add the next step, straight the whole time, reach up, push away. Now think about your right side of your abs doing the work here. We go 8, 7, 6. Come on, reach it. 5. Put them harder. 4, 3, 2. Put 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. And then bring your thigh over to the right. Stay up on that elbow. Slide your knee back behind you. Then push yourself up onto that lower knee and put your hip forward, opening up. And then we're going to press up and down to the left side of your feet. But again, you stay there and work up and down. You can extend that top leg, keep it up in the sky. Or you can slide your left up behind your right on the edges of your feet and hold up and down to that. Keep trying to look up. Now squeeze your left glute. Push up through the other side of that waistline. 10, 9, put the pressure on the shoulder. 7, come on, squeeze it up. 6, 5, 4, get it higher, last 2, and take it down. Turn around, swing yourself back to the pose. Bring yourself forward onto your elbows, tuck your toes under, flat. Nothing in your back, there you go. Nothing in your back. So this is your chance to work your internal core a little bit deeper, rather than just doing the crunches. Stay here, if you wish. Take it for a walk, if you wish. Take it for a wide leg walk, take it slightly angled up, so you've got a little bit more stabilization work to do. Come on, abdomen, stay, push your hands on tight. 8, don't touch the floor. 7, your feet lift, but don't touch the floor. Good. Up, back. 4, 3, 2, everyone hold your flat, feel hold, right? Good. One more breath. And release to the floor. Relax down. Release the hips. By the hands around the other side of the shoulders. This time, lift your chest up. Pull your elbows in, put your shoulders back and down. Keep your hip bag, your pelvis on the floor. Squeeze back and get some mobility that side. Down away from the ears. Squeeze your shoulder blade. Shoulders back, away from the hip. There you go. Hold that, hold that, hold that. Now lift up. Take a cat stretch. And lift up to me. Step your left leg forward. Bring your hands either side of that foot. And sink as deep as you can to start to feel your left hip flexor on the top of your right thigh, having a little stretch out. If that's not enough for you, but it is for me, you can lift that knee, go deeper into it. Begin to push your bottom behind, straightening that leg, sinking down the head and chest towards that thigh. Start with your toes pressed to the floor. Walk your hands in if you want to go deeper into it. Melt the head and chest down. Roll onto the back of the heel, bring your toes to the sky. You feel your bottoms going further back. And then drop down. And focus on pushing your legs straight as you can go. Toes to the sky. Draw the toes in. Now, this is my instructions very carefully. We're going to bring all our hands round to this side, so to the right side. We're all going to turn to the right. So this leg stays straight, this foot goes behind the knee and swivel around, and turn that foot parallel and come into the side and sink down into, so it's your left leg getting a full stretch out to the side. Try and grab the outside of your left foot into the floor, lengthen the spine, and put it back and down. down. Little toes up to the floor if you can. It's not the front stretch, it's really over the neck. So hold tension in those shoulders. Come up onto your hand. And then just slide that leg back in, swivel back round to face me, roll up, and let's take our right leg forward. Sinking both hands either side of that foot. And just literally push me down. Get that left leg as far back as it can go. But this knee doesn't want to be protruding forward over the foot. You might want to tuck toes under and extend that leg. You might just stay. We begin to transition into the hamstring stretch. So if you can, try and keep your left hip hovered above your left knee. Pull your right hip back, toes to the floor. Walk your hands in further if you need to, and then lower yourself down. After your next breath or two, just roll to the back of the heel, toes to the sky. Push that knee as straight as it will go, and then slide your right hip a little bit further behind you, like putting your right butt cheek further back. You might want to put your hands further back, and let's get our head down towards those knees. And we begin to unsharpen with that inner thigh stretch. So we turn to the left, we slide that right leg out to the right. We drop down to our elbows, let it go as far as it can go. Pin your little toes to the floor, lengthen your spine, and then sink your hips back. Get that knee straight as it can go. And just try and relax into it. Try and drop both elbows to the floor. Take the pressure off the shoulders, but keep the spine in neutral so you're not curving your spine. 2 more breaths, going a little bit deeper if you can. And then come up onto your hands. Lower the legs back together again. Turn back to face me. Tuck your toes under. Keep your knees soft. Let's walk our hand to our feet. And melt down one more time into those hamstrings. You might want to keep your knees soft if your hamstrings have had enough. Let your body be light. You might want to let your hands down. Keeping the belly in tight, then roll the spine. Really slowly, stacking your spine one by one. Remember the chin is the last thing that can control. And once we've reached the top, we lift our chin. Roll the shoulders. Stand tall. Fingertips to the floor. Open your shoulders. Pull your palms forward. And raise those arms up. Bringing the fingertips together again. Turn the palms. Taking one big stretch up. And as we exhale, we're going to bow down forward, flat back. Come all the way back up. Give yourself a clap, and gentlemen.
Oh dear.